to the icebreaker. The icebreaker, forgiveness for men. We're gonna slide over to TikTok for this one, all right? And we're gonna see exactly what my man got a little perspective here, and we're gonna tap in and just see what he has to say. And I'll give y'all my classic codes on what he talking about, man. Let's go.
A million things. You could do a million things right for a girl and then mess up one time, and then they forget everything that you did for them to make them feel good. Men have so much forgiveness for everyone else in their life, and they get the least forgiveness. We're supposed to provide all these things. We're supposed to be the anchor to everything, friendships and business or relationships and family. You know, we do one wrong thing, and everything that we did good for everyone else, it's forgotten about. Nobody gives us the forgiveness that we give other people. People wonder why men struggle, because it's hard to trust people when it's like, I've put you before me 1,000 times out of 1,001 times, and the one time I didn't do that, everything I've done prior to this is erased. It's just a burden that a lot of men carry when you're trying to do right. People forget that you're human and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up. You were trying your best. Like, we're all doing this thing for the first time. You could do.
I'm gonna let him cook that one more time. It's only a minute long. I know it's people coming in and out of the chat, you know what I'm saying? So make sure that y'all hit the like button, whether you staying or going, whatever the case may be. Show some love. It's free. But we're gonna let him cook this one more time, man. Dude got some dope perspective. Let's go.
Do a million things right for a girl and then mess up one time, and then they forget everything that you did for them to make them feel good. Men have so much forgiveness for everyone else in their life, and they get the least forgiveness. We're supposed to provide all these things. We're supposed to be the anchor to everything, friendships and business or relationships and family. You know, we do one wrong thing, and everything that we did good for everyone else, it's forgotten about. Classic. Nobody gives us the forgiveness that we give other people. People wonder why men struggle, because it's hard to trust people when it's like, I've put you before me 1,000 times out of 1,001 times, and the one time I didn't do that, everything I've done prior to this is erased. It's just a burden that a lot of men carry when you're trying to do right. People forget that you're human and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up. You were trying your best. Like, we're all doing this thing for the first time. You could do a million.
Yeah, you know what? It's a million and one things I could say. Shout out to Uncle Plug in the chat. What up, Passport Skull? I see the gang all filing Classic. In. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It's so much I could say about this. Dude got a dope perspective. I mean, I could actually say something about this, or I could just play the intro song again. Like, I mean, I guess it's safe to say, based on the intro, what we turned up to and the lyrics to that, you know what I'm saying? For those that coming in late, my intro was my song Not For Real. I could just play that again in response to this. Like, I agree with bro. I think it's like that for a lot of people though. You know, I'm not gonna take it off of men, since that's the topic at hand. I'm not gonna say everybody. We just gonna stay on men. I think for the male experience, I think that is the case. I think people forget all your yeses with one no. You know what I'm saying? Or you've been perfect for so long. Your first mistake is like the deal breaker. Shit like that. I mean, I don't know too many people who don't agree with this. What's y'all perspective on this chat? For those that's able to type and chime in, I know a lot of people be on the move around this time of day, so I don't be tripping. I'll go one on nobody. But for those who can chime in, what's y'all perspective on this? You know, is there actual forgiveness for men? I honestly could say I've given out probably, I mean, I'll say this, I've probably given out too much grace in life in general. I probably have been too gracious. You know, you try to give folks the benefit of the doubt, or exactly what he's talking about. You know, you allow humans to be human around you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where if you can't be who you are authentically in peace around the people that you're around, you probably shouldn't be around them people. I'm going to say that one more time because all of it matters. I'm wording this the way I want to word it on purpose. So don't paraphrase it in your mind. Don't hit me with the, so what you're saying is, no, I'm saying what I'm saying. If you can't be who you are authentically in peace around the people you're around, you need to reconsider who you're around. Kevin, what up, bro? What up? Yo, 333s for Kevin. I think he knew in the chat. I don't know if I see you in the chat before. Welcome to the Classic Codes, man. Welcome to chat 333. Classic. Yes, Lord. Miles, what up? Miles said 100. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to be yourself in peace. It's a lot of people who be like, oh, I'm going to be me regardless. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. You can be who, as a grown-ass man, you move around this earth and be exactly who you want to be 24/7 and dare somebody to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? As a grown man, for sure. For sure. Be who you are authentically at all times. But are you at peace? Are you being who you are authentically and you getting ridiculed from the niggas over there in the cut gossiping like hoes? Are you being who you are authentically, but you got your old lady making you feel like you're inadequate in some ways or inefficient in some or insufficient in some ways? Are you being yourself authentically, but you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like your favorite uncle ever believed in you or some shit? I'm trying to come up with random examples because, you know, as content creators, I get these examples and then you got people listening like, oh, that's his life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you when I'm talking about me, but I'm being general right now. But for real, you know, it's one of them things where like, you got to be able to be yourself in peace. I think that's why a lot of people these days, men in particular, I see all the comments. Y'all can go crazy. I'm gonna come to all the comments, but I think that's why a lot of men in particular these days just be to themselves, because dudes be wanting peace for real. Like, I don't know how many content creators have to come on here and say men just want peace. Men just want peace. I mean, we probably could count it millions of times. If we had an AI to count that for us and scan YouTube, how many times men have said men just want peace, it's probably in the tens of millions, hundreds of millions. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the over on 10 million. You know what I'm saying? And some men are more serious than others about their peace, and that's why you see some dudes go full reclusive. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, there's a lot that could be said here. I like his tone. Whenever men are talking about the male experience in its wholeness, which means that you're gonna have to speak on the emotional side of it. I think it's important to have a certain type of tone. You never want to come off like, woe is me. And he didn't. You know, some men, they come off like they crying and shit. Like, don't bitch about what life has to offer, fam. Like, this is God's design. You know what I'm saying? Don't question it. Step into it, embrace everything about it. Duality is always going to exist. Your ups wouldn't feel so good if downs didn't feel so bad. So I think the wholeness of life, tap into my code language if y'all haven't watched it on the wholeness of life. But yeah, life encompasses all things. So, you know, when you going through your perceived tough times, it's not even tough times. We just taught to look at it like that. We taught to look at it as suffering. It's actually fortification. You're actually being built up. You know what I'm saying? Hard times in life is the equivalent of a tough day in the weight room. It hurt like hell, but you're going to be stronger for it. That's exactly how it is. But it's all based on, it's all perspective, right? You can look at it like, woe is me. Oh, it's fucked up. Or you can look at it like, oh yeah, this is an opportunity. Because if I can, when I bounce back from this, oh shit, I'm going to feel immortal. I'm gonna damn near feel unstoppable. Classic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, like I tell y'all all the time, it ain't nothing like knowing what it feel like to be on the ground. Cause if you started on the ground and you got up and you fall back down, you like, shit, I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? I got the recipe. Classic. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta hey. It's like I said, that's a lot that could be said. I could ramble on this one, chat. Ted said, if you can't be yourself around people, you got to move on from them. Yeah, Conversations with Soft Rain said, bullseye. Miles Baxter said, being your true self is more respectful than trying to fit in. That's a fact. Is it received that way, though, Miles? Is it received that way? Talk to me. Uncle Plug TV said, you right. What up, Unc? Hey, like I said, I'm batting third today, man. If y'all missed it, make sure you go back to Uncle Plug TV, Plug spelled with 2 G's, and catch his live stream from earlier today, featuring the Tez Down, and then the Tez Down did his true crime show today as well. So I'm third for the coalition today on the live streams. Like I said, if you follow all our channels, you'll have content all day, and it's all different. I'm not talking about what Plug and Tez was talking about. Tez wasn't talking about what I'm talking about. It's all different. No middleman tonight, gonna be a whole different show, and that's a panel, so you get a lot of perspective. Yeah. But shameless plug, you know what I mean? It's all scrolling across the bottom. Oh, and the shop is back open. Everybody go to classiccodes.com and get some merch. The shop is back open. Yes, Lord. Tez Down said, giving into the sadness is not a part of emotional intelligence. That's just bitching up. Yeah, but you know, we not taught to be hard on ourselves no more. We taught to cry. Uncle Plug TV. It's lessons in strengthening. Facts. Uncle Plug TV said built for it tough. Yeah, facts. Conversations with Soft Rain. I feel as though people that sulk in woe is me manifest their own sadness. Yeah, I think they like it. They like how people treat them when they're a wounded animal. Conversations with Soft Rain said we got to speak positively into ourselves. Facts. It's pros and cons though. It's pros and cons. I'm gonna tell you this before we get all the way off this subject. Shout out to bro in this TikTok clip. I do not know who he is in particular, but I will always show y'all the page. Here go the full page. The Journey Podcast. So this is the Journey Podcast. So on TikTok, it's the Journey Podcast __. So if you want to tap into more of what he has to say, make sure you go follow them, man. I always try to show love to the content creators. But yeah, in closing on this one, before we move to the next subject, I think that there's pros and cons. Like anything, any decision you make gonna have pros and cons for the most part. So if you do choose to be a woe is me ass person, especially as a man, you know, there is a certain element of like coddling that you probably will receive. If you have like a village around you, there's probably gonna be enough women to coddle you and make your emotional ass feel like it's perfectly normal to be that way as a guy, right? And if that gives you dopamine hits and, you know, euphoric feeling, like being coddled in that way, then yeah, you know, that's going to be a pro that comes with it. But a con that comes with it is the way that you'll be treated amongst your peers. And amongst your peers, I mean, amongst the manhood. Because as a man moving about this world, you're going to have to deal with the rest of us. And if we all see you as a peon, it's going to show itself in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? It'll show itself in your job field. You know what I'm saying? You get passed over on them promotions. You don't have the aggression. You don't have the leadership qualities. You don't have more so than this person here who is not as, you know, volatile as you present yourself to be. So it's pros and cons, right? And then on the other side of the spectrum, if you are for it tough, right? If you do pick yourself up off the ground, then you also have a lot of people will forget to check on you, right? If you show to be strong and whatever it is, I'm gonna bounce back. Shit ain't shit. I'm just getting stronger about it. It don't even matter. If you show yourself to be that person, you know what they be saying? Check on your strong friend. You don't get checked on. So it's pros and cons. It's pros and cons to everything. But yeah, man, great conversation. Appreciate the chat for tapping in on that. Let's move on. Like I said, I want to try to get to everything. So we're gonna try not to overdo it. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.